stitch out this sprinkle kindness around like confetti, like up on the left pocket for my daughter. I'm gonna use this like ribbony embroidery thread. What I did was I made it like a 4x4, but it's in my 5x7 hoop. I'm just gonna float it. So I'm gonna thread this up and then I'll show you what it looks like. So something I do to save a little bit of sticky stabilizer is I had stitched out just something really small on this. I can't remember what it was, but I mean there was all this stabilizer left. So I really just cut like a strip and placed it along the center and re-hooped it. So I'm going to score it and then pull off the paper and then it's good to go. So what I did is I printed out the design from Embrilliance on my printer. I didn't bother changing the colors just because I know what I'm going to do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the shirt inside out and I'm going to place the area down on the sticky stabilizer in the center of the hoop where I have the image lined up in the center there. And you can see these center marks. It really helps me like line up, and then I put my needle down here to make sure I'm in the center when I'm adjusting it. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that on the hoop now and I'll show you how I do that. Okay, so you see how I did that? I lined the center up, the center of the hoop. These little notches will line up with my pretty close. I mean, it's really just for a fun t-shirt, so if it's off a few little centimeters, it's not a big deal. All right, so it's inside out. This is the front side. I do this too so I don't get confused like what side it goes on when you're hooping, and it can become kind of confusing. So this seems to really be an easy, simple way for me to keep track. So I'll get it on there and we'll get started. All right, so I put a few pins around this area too. I know it's on sticky stabilizer, but I really don't want anything to move. So what I'm gonna do is go to my screen here and I'm gonna check the placement. So that's as high as it would go, which is right there where the top of the cupcake is. That's the center. I'm going to put my needle down to see if I'm on. Look at that. I'm like right on the center mark. I can't believe it. Okay. And then we're going to put that back up. To the left. Looks good. To the right. Looks good. Back to the center. A little down to the bottom. I think it looks pretty good. So, I'm going to take this paper out now and these pins, and I'm just going to let it start. Oh, see, I don't like that either. I'm going to straighten that out. Let me straighten that out and I'll be right back. Okay, got that out. Looks good. I'm going to lower the presser foot. Hit OK on the machine. It's probably going to stop and start a couple times because I didn't change the thread colors, but that's okay. I can keep an eye on it. Actually, what I want to do is adjust the tension. I think I'm going to go to like a 2.5. It's kind of a 2.4. It's a thinner t-shirt. Well, we'll see how it goes. All right, so here we go. Wish me luck. She loves cupcakes. Okay, I'm gonna let this stitch out for a little bit, and then I will come back and check it. That seems more like a boy's color, so I'm going over it in purple. Is that crazy? Let's see how it turns out. It's the purple and pink. I think my daughter would like that better, so we'll see. I'm testing out all the colors because I can't tell what's what until it stitches out, so my daughter likes all the colors anyway, so she'll still wear it. We'll see the next color. Well, that's actually cute. I ended up using the blue for the confetti word, but it didn't really cover everything. That's okay. My daughter will still wear it. So this was the last color I used. That's cute. The purple is cute for kind of anything, but the orange and yellow and white reminds me of like candy corn for Halloween, and the kindness would be fun. The red and white for maybe like a Dr. Seuss week something. So there you go. There's some of my rainbow colored threads that I used for my daughter's shirt. I'll show you a picture of it when I clean it up and take it off the hoop. Okay, here's the shirt. Turned out super cute. I know my daughter will